Yes.
And deserving.
There's like the little flutter, the butterflies. Yeah. It's still so beautiful, but I feel so much fear that came in now. Beautiful. Stunning. It's still so beautiful on the top, and on the bottom it's still so fearful. The layering is incredible. I feel like my dress fits perfect. Like I just want to go run in a field. It's like pent up, built up energy too. Like I feel like when this is done, I want to like shake out that energy, let it go. Cause it's like, it's just like, Oh, yes. I've loved it straight to death. Ooh, that's eerie in a beautiful way. Which is why I said it almost feels floaty, which is why it feels liminal to me. If the fucking arms were just stuck here floating. Oh, yeah. Take a break for a second. Okay, but why am I so nervous? I'm nervous and I'm so excited. Why am I nervous? I don't know. Ethel Cain, I don't ever know what to expect, which is what I love about her so much, but also when you don't know what to expect, you know, there's uneasy, there's a little bit of like being in the dark about things. And I mean, we did do the singles, so I guess I do have an idea. I know we're doing a prequel. I know we're doing the story of Ethel Cain and what's it the name of the record? Willoughby Tucker. I will get it. I will get it. We're doing that story, so I'm super excited because it just sounds really sweet and tragic as well, based on Preacher's Daughter. And anyways, I've been excited about this for a while. I went through Preacher's Daughter again yesterday because I wanted to get back in the mood. And I'm here, I got butterflies in my stomach, but I'm super duper excited. Hello, welcome to Passion Dump of an Autist. My name is Val. If you like music commentary with kind of a personal growth, sometimes spiritual lens, then this is the place for you. I'm doing deep dives right now of Lana Del Rey, Aurora, One Direction even. We're all over the map. We're all over the place. Anything else? Lady Gaga as well. And then also I do want to continue with Ethel Cain. I saw that there's demos of Preacher's Daughter that I really want to do. And then I want to get into the EPs. I would like to do Perverts as well. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but I want to do it because I think she's brilliant. So why not? Anyways, if that all sounds interesting to you, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment down below. If you've had a chance to listen to this, which one is your favorite so far? I also have a Patreon where I put up my uncut reactions. I've got probably about 20 different reactions that are up on Patreon that are not on YouTube because it just takes me a little bit longer to do the editing for YouTube, but I'm very consistent on Patreon. So if you're liking my content and you want it kind of weekly and on time, then that is the best place for you. Make sure to visit the link in my description. Without further ado, let's do Willoughby Tucker. I'll always love you. Sorry, I'm really excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. I've said that 1,000 times. Okay, that is how I'm feeling though. So we're gonna start with Janie, and I was curious, and I am just like I said, I'm not gonna be rigid about this. We're gonna read the genius. We're gonna do things differently than I normally do. So here we go. It says this track is named after the character Ethel Cain's only true best friend. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to go through all these annotations unless there's something I like really, really am confused about or need to hear. Wait, did you guys see the yellow was Hayden's actual? Maybe we should. Okay. Well, let's listen to it first, and then if we want to go back, we can go back. All right. Let's start. Janie, 5 minutes. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Love the guitar.
Hold me, smell of mildew. I wanna die in this room.
Oh.
I still shake just by nature.
Oh.
Easy to hate, easy to blame.
Before we get too into it, this is fucking amazing, by the way, already. I I love the guitar, I love everything about it, but I just wanted to talk about that line really, really quickly. I still shake just by nature. That just makes me think of the way when you have gone through trauma as a child, it like really fucks up your nervous system. And it's hard to just even sit still sometimes. Like the smallest thing can like trigger you. And that's kind of what I'm getting from that. I still shake just by nature. Like it just like is in her bones now because it's just so deeply embedded in her personhood, you know, from having, we already know, a lot of trauma as a child. So yeah, I just, God, easy to hate, easy to blame. I already have like this knot in my stomach from this. We're only like 10 words in. Okay.
Just by nature, easy to hate, easy to blame. Shoot me down.
Oh.
Come on, hurt me. I'm wide open and deserving.
Just, yeah, blaming yourself for your own trauma. Like, we already kind of got a bit of that in the act 1 of Preacher's Daughter, where we're already seeing her have a lot of these feelings, just not really understanding why, and, you know, questioning, like, what is the, you know, just saying things like that. There's a line in there. I haven't memorized the lyrics yet, but I know there's something in there just about like being a good person, and aren't you know, why are bad things happening to good people and things like that. So she results I guess to really blaming herself, as a lot of people do in these situations. But I also just wanted to say the shoot me down, it reminded me, I instantly thought of the image in, I think is it in the first one, in the family tree intro? It's either in the intro or the second family tree. It's in one of those, I think, where she talks about being hung, you know, on the family tree being hung, right? As a metaphor. And so it just instantly gave me that idea, like, shoot me down though. I don't know, it felt like it went with that. I don't know. Let's see actually what we say. Oh, this is actually so cool because it is from Ethel. You guys were right. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys told me. Let's do it. Like, let's just do it. She turned 16 when her best friend gets I don't know how I could get so excited. I'm like I'm like deeply hurting and then I get excited. It's just the way my brain works. But sorry, I just thought it was funny because I got really giddy and excited and I was just literally 30 seconds ago, like, and I still kind of have a pit in my stomach. The summer she turns 16 when her best friend gets a boyfriend. As Janie is Ethel's only real friend, she fears this marks the end of their relationship as she knows it. Oh, that's hard. Where Ethel had her best friend all to herself, her insecurities lead her to a provocation, claiming Janie should just rip the band-aid off and be done with Ethel.
Please don't leave me. I'll always need more. Please leave open your most quiet door. I know she's your girl now, but she was my girl first.
Oh, I love that. Please leave open your most quiet door. Ethel mourns the changing of their dynamic. She begs Janie to leave some small part of her life available. Yes. Amazing. And then Ethel turns her attention to Janie's boyfriend, pleading for her to take her away completely. Awesome. That is exactly what I was getting from that. So thank you for confirming that. Beautiful. Let's just enjoy the rest of the song now.
She was my girl first. I can see the end and the beginning of everything.
Oh,
And in it, you don't want me, but I still play pretend like I don't watch you leaving. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you. It's not looking good, but did it ever?
I just want to say in that whole section, I will always love you. Like, I was just feeling so much, just like so much energy just everywhere in my body. It's really interesting. And this is part of my personal journey. I think it does have to do with me being autistic, but for the longest time, I really felt like I was floating above my body and I wasn't really grounded in my body. And so feelings and emotions to me have always been like in my head. Like I could kind of intellectualize them really well, but haven't always been very great at, feeling those emotions in my body. I just learned recently, within the last 5 years that you're actually supposed to feel your emotions in your body. I didn't know. Like for most of my life, I've just been intellectualizing stuff. I am sad, but not like recognizing where I'm feeling that sadness in my body so that I can actually release it. And so that I actually had to learn. Like that did not come naturally to me. And so I guess what I'm saying is I have learned, and it's actually making listening to music and even more immersive, better experience for me, because as I've learned to do that now, especially artists who are quite visceral in their expression of emotion. So in this case, Ethel Cain, but also I've recently been doing Mitski. That was the one I completely forgot. That's like the main priority right now is Mitski as well. And I can't believe I forgot to promote that at the beginning of my video. Damn it. Mitski just, I feel this visceral reaction in my body to her music, to her words. It just makes me feel so much. And I just wanted to kind of point that out, that Ethel Cain's music is also doing that for me. And especially in that part, I Will Always Love You. Like, I was just feeling this like pit in my stomach. I was also feeling this like blockage in my throat, which is just so interesting. Like I said, it just makes the experience more immersive for me. Okay, here, let's keep going.
The stakes, they're fake, but I will wait.
Oh,
I will wait. I will wait. I will wait.
oh, beautiful.
She was my sister first.
Wow, that was heartbreaking. Beautiful though, absolutely stunning. What was this line I really liked? I can see the end in the beginning of everything, and in it you don't want me. Just going into every situation, just imagining the worst case scenario, because it's a way to kind of protect yourself, right? If you just go in like, well, this is clearly not gonna work out, then you're not gonna be disappointed, but actually you're just manifesting these negative things to happen. And that's what I believe anyway. Beautiful. That was stunning. You'll keep changing, I will stay the same. Wow. That was stunning. Yeah, sorry, there's so much to just discuss about everything. Sometimes I feel stuck. We need to get on to the second track, but I always feel so stuck after the first one because I could listen to that again, and I kind of want to listen to it again. But for time, we're gonna keep going because I can listen to it again on my own time. But that was absolutely stunning. Janie, I was just thinking too, I remember I had a best friend from kindergarten, and I actually feel like I was on the other side of this, not with a boy, but I started becoming friends with these other two girls after I had been best friends with this lovely best friend, like I said, since kindergarten. And I think in around grade like maybe 5 or 6, like we were still best friends. We had been best friends for that many years. And I got into dance, like ballet, tap, jazz, all that. And I started becoming friends with these two other girls that were also dancers. And this other friend that I had since I was in kindergarten, just started feeling so hurt, that I was hanging out with these other girls and not her. And it was hard. I didn't deal with the situation the best, to be honest, because I was just confused. I was just like, I wanted everyone to be friends. I wanted her to still be my friend, and I wanted those two other girls to be my friend, and I just didn't deal with the situation very well, and I ended up hurting her. And I still regret that to this day, and I was such a young girl, like 11 or something at the time, but it still sticks with me because I know I really hurt her. And she was a really good friend, a really sweet friend. And so this song, oh, it's making me think of that. Elise, I love you. I haven't talked to you in probably, I don't know, 25 years. But you were an amazing friend to me. Thank you. And I'm sorry that I hurt you. I'm sure she'll never see that, but she was a beautiful friend to me. I was a very shy girl. Well, I was undiagnosed autistic, and so I basically was scared to do anything, and she would like put up her hand and speak for me, to ask the teacher and stuff like that to go to the bathroom, to take me, and she would take me. This is when I was very young, like grade 1, grade 2 kind of thing. But sorry, wow, nostalgia. It made me think of that. Let's move on. Let's move on, Val. We're gonna go on and on about these things. Okay, Willoughby's theme. I think I saw a post where, oh, this song is instrumental. Awesome. Okay, perfect. I love her instrumental stuff. I think Ethel Cain said that this was her favorite track, if I'm not incorrect about that. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Willoughby's theme. Oh my god, 444. I'm an angel number girly. That is divine protection. Beautiful. There's like the little flutter, the butterflies. I do want to talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it over, so I apologize if it's annoying that I'm stopping in between, but that is just what I do. And if I don't do that, then I will not remember the things that I want to express. So just get that out of the way. That's how we're going to do it. It sucks because obviously we don't get to listen to it all the way through, but don't worry. I will be able to go through this on my own and I will be able to hear the whole experience in that way. But, you know, part of what I'm doing is I want to express to you how it's making me feel. And so far, what I'm feeling is kind of the beginning of seeing someone across the room, and it's very delicate. So it's like you're just curious and you're watching them and you're trying to figure out this person that's intriguing you, and you feel there was like these little flutters, and that just made me think of like the butterflies in your stomach when you start kind of being intrigued by someone, having a crush on someone. I got all of that in 30 seconds. She's a fucking genius. All of that. Ooh. Starting to put the pieces together a little bit more now. And that whoosh, sorry, that little like whoosh, it almost feels like this, like when it, like these little shoots of energy that you get when, I don't know, they do something, like they smile or something, and it feels like this, like, whoosh, like wishing over you. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it, but that's what I'm getting. Oh. 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 And I'm feeling some like anxiety in there now. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some more the stuff that comes in to cloud what started as this beautiful innocent thing. Now, we're layering in some other feelings and emotions here, some not so comfortable emotions now. Oh, yeah. It's still so beautiful, but I feel so much fear that came in now, which is what happens when you fall in love often, especially if you have all this trauma. It triggers you. Love can trigger you. you know, it can come in, and if you don't feel worthy for it, then it's uncomfortable, even though you want it so bad. You're like, I want to be loved so badly. But then when you're loved by someone the way that you've always said you wanted to be, it's so out of the realm of what you've experienced that it's so uncomfortable. And then you end up getting fearful and maybe pushing them away or maybe holding on too tight. We're talking about different attachment styles now, but they all come from a very similar wound. It's just how you express yourself from that wound. Oh, this is really powerful. This is making me feel a lot. It's still so beautiful on the top, and on the bottom it's still so fearful. The layering is incredible. All the cloudiness coming in now. Ooh. It's so intense. It's just this beautiful balance of so much lightness on the top and so much darkness on the bottom. And it's so cool because I feel like that's what a lot of experiences in life are, is you're constantly trying to balance the lightness with the dark and find somewhere in between, try to walk through the dark so you can ultimately you know kind of revel in that lightness. But it's beautiful. This is expressed like it's making me emotional. clearly. And you can just feel how intense it is for Ethel Cain, the character. Like it's just so intense. Like I said, there's so much lightness and there's so much heaviness at the same time. Wow. That was stunning. That was beautiful. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So we have done Fuck Me Eyes, so we probably won't, we'll probably just enjoy a lot of it. But I guess when we get to the yellow parts here, we'll just make sure that we actually do read what Ethel Cain has said about it. What do we have just from the start here? Yes, a tumultuous emotions towards Holly Reddick, a fellow classmate constantly hanging around Willoughby Tucker, who Ethel assumes must be in love with the girl. So again, just like dealing with these feelings of jealousy. Again, actually, it's really interesting because she was obviously feeling that way in Janie. It's like just always assuming off the top, and she said that in Janie, just assuming off the top that these people that she loves, they're going to leave her, they're going to abandon her. And again, that comes from these wounds that we know that she has. I think when I did this first reaction, I really actually related to the character that she was talking about. So, Holly. I actually quite related to this character. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of interesting, but let's do it. Fuck me eyes. I love it. I love the 80s synths. It makes me so happy.
She really gets around town in her own Cadillac, in her mom's jeans that she cut to really show off her ass. She's got her makeup done and her high heels on. She's got her hair up to God. She's gonna get what she wants. Her nails are heartbreak red 'cause she's a bad
Oh, I should have.
motherfucker.
I was just thinking. I should have done my nails, my heartbreak red. I didn't yesterday. I did them this dark purple because I don't know. I was feeling the dark purple. I thought it would also be quite fitting for the reaction today. But now as I see this on my desk, I'm like, damn it! I missed an opportunity. Oh well. Okay. Sorry. That was. God, I love this song. It's so good.
She bets her fuck me eyes. She goes to church straight from the clubs. They say she looks just like her mama before the drugs.
Let's see what we have to say about this. I talked about these things. Again, go back to my original reaction because I think I talked quite extensively about how all this stuff was really relating to me and my story. I don't think I read this though back then. So this is actually quite interesting. But between the two faces that her classmate Holly presents day and night from the club, so letting loose around the boys, then going to church, yeah, which is I was talking about that. I think that's what I related to because I remember, you know, I grew up very religious as a kid. And into my like young teen, I became a rebel and, you know, and did not adhere to that. But there was a time where I was like, you know, doing, you know, getting up to no good as a teenager, I was going to clubs at like 16, 17. like sneaking in, right? Because you have to be 19 here in Canada. Then like going to church on Sunday and, you know, acting like the perfect little girl for my mom. And so I just related to that. It was like I had one foot on either side. So I really relate to that. There is a twinge of jealousy or judgment, yeah, and how these parallels are drawn by Ethel. Clubs are often seen as hotbeds of sinful activity by many Christians, especially Protestant Christian denomination. Yeah. Ethel fears that Willoughby will never love her because she sees how most men flock to Holly's sex appeal and assumes that Willoughby will follow suit and will be uninterested. Okay. They say she looks like her mama before the drugs. Ethel Cain grew up in a southern town, Shady Grove, Alabama, ravaged by drug alcohol abuse as a way to cope with familial trauma. I do remember this. In this line, it's clear it is shamed because this town's southern women are expected to deal with their trauma in private. Gotcha. It's also interesting to note that Holly Reddick is compared to her mother in her prime, which plays into the misogyny that is so readily available and used against women in Shady Grove. Even the women don't realize that they're shaming each other, like that deep-rooted internal misogyny that we all have done at some point. You know, if you've done the unpacking, you can still probably go back and, you know, look at yourself and be like, oh shit, that was rooted in some internalized misogyny or just straight out misogyny. Really interesting stuff here. I just want to see what we said about this. An allusion to an abuse of power or exploitation by an older man. The line reflects predatory dynamics that often accompanies trauma. Yes. Oh, this makes me feel so validated, actually. Because in my original reaction, I kept talking about how, yes, I think we are talking about the exactly what we're talking about, like the literal translation where it's like, you know, the getting into these like it is an interesting, a terrifying dynamic of, you know, getting into these trucks with these older men and you know, the things that can happen. That is terrifying. So yes, scared of the passenger side in that way. But I also mentioned, and I did not read this, so this is cool. This makes me feel so validated that I understood the metaphor. And I thought it was a beautiful metaphor of just, you know, being scared of nothing but the passenger side, meaning being afraid that you're just gonna be, yeah, exactly what she says here, like passive and not taking control of your life, not taking the driver's seat of your life and just always being in the passenger side of this man. And so, sorry, I got really excited by that because I love that. That was my favorite metaphor. And I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a double meaning, and it clearly was. She's brilliant. She said, implication of the girl being a passive participant and a passenger rather than the driver. She remains in a state where she has no control, agency, or safety. Yes. Her fear is so acute because it touches on a part of her life she cannot control or escape. The lyric also contrasts her general bravado with this very real fear. No matter how tough or badass someone appears, trauma and fear can shape one's experiences in profound ways. Yes, this is stunning. Track mirrors a preacher's daughter where she gets kidnapped. Oh, in Thoroughfare. Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Yes. And she was in the passenger seat. Yes! Oh, this is stunning. Yeah, this is great. I love it. That's so sad. And you can hear that one's interesting too, because I listened to that, I'm like, it's so sad, but it's also, you can almost like hear the judgment in the character Ethel Cain's voice, right? They all want to take her out, but no one ever wants to take her home. Like, you can feel the little bit, like what she was saying, the internalized misogyny there. Well, because that's what you do. It's like, I remember my mom saying shit like that to me. Like, if I was feeling jealous of a girl, well, they don't want to actually like date or marry that kind of girl. They just want to play with those kind of, like, I remember my mom saying that to me. And so it's so embedded. Anyways, let's keep going. This is gonna take forever, this reaction, but that's okay. This is what we do. We deep dive.
She's got the radio on blasting with a big white smile. Pretty baby with the miles. And when she leaves, they never see her wipe and her fuck me eyes.
We're gonna keep it going because I just want to get through this song.
She's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man struck in a dark parking lot. She's just trying to feel good right now. They wanna take her out, but no one ever wants to take her out.
Beautiful. Stunning. Ooh, I didn't realize that echo is really cool. I didn't notice it the first time. I know I said I would go through it, but I love this bridge because it feels like there's a little bit of self-awareness there. There's a little bit of camaraderie. Like, I don't blame her because she's realizing that if she was able to be in this position, like, that's where the envy comes from, and the jealousy is that the character Ethel Cain would love, I think, to have this attention, especially from Willoughby, right? So it's like, I'll never blame her, but I do kind of hate her, but I'll never be that kind of angel. I'll never be kind enough to me. Oh, I'll never be kind enough to me in order to kind of be out there with this reckless abandon and this, I think what Ethel sees, this freeness, even though Holly is also chained in many ways, you can hear in the song, the way she describes it. But I think she still feels like there's this freedom that Holly has that Ethel doesn't have. Again, with the internalized misogyny, you can, when you say someone gets around town, you could see that as, saying like slut shaming, basically. God, that's so good. Let's just really quickly see if there's anything I wanted to. The subject is seen, yes, and so this line, I love this line too. This is one of my favorite. That's why I wanted to make sure I did actually read, although I do think that it's kind of what I was feeling as well, but I always want to hear what Hayden has to say about her own work. And when she leaves, they never see her wiping her fuck me eyes. The subject is seen as alluring and beautiful, but when she's alone, she drops the facade. Underneath, she is sad, possibly filled with regret, loneliness, and sorrow. However, nobody ever sees this side of her because she keeps her act as a very confident, alluring woman, which is what Ethel was talking about when she was saying, I don't blame her. I just would never be that kind of angel. She plays a role that others believe, but when she's alone, the truth comes out. If the subject is Ethel, this could be connecting to Gibson Girl, where Ethel's body and looks are used by Isaiah. It mirrors Ethel's experience. So it's like she's remembering, you know, how alluring Holly was and how she wanted to be this kind of girl. And so Isaiah is able to, you know, lure her into and kind of coerce her into, you know, being this, you know, girl who's, you know, then starts, you know, doing drugs and selling her body and things like that. And she's in a way romanticizing a lot of this right now. So you can see where she becomes victim to this, to Isaiah's charms in this way. So interesting. I'll never blame her. Can't bring herself to dislike Holly, recognizing it, empathizing with what she's dealing with. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there was a little bit of self-awareness there, which is really cool. She also understands why someone would be in love with her, and despite being jealous, she also admires Holly. Yes, and that's when that's exactly what I was talking about with when we were talking about Gibson Girl. It's so interesting. Okay, cool. Let's move on to Nettles. What do we say about Nettles to start here? Oh, this is the drawing. Okay. Sitting beside various nettle plants. Stinging nettles are very annoying. Okay. And like I said, I did a pretty in-depth deep dive of this one when we listened to it first. So I'm going to try not to go on and on and on about this. And we'll just, again, we can maybe read some of the commentary from Hayden. But not get too far into it. So let's start with the beginning here. Life is a race is a metaphor used to describe life, a competition, yeah, or a series of challenges, often with a sense of urgency, striving for achievement. Both Ethel and Willoughby are characters deeply scarred by their environment, where they grow up in a home and community that doesn't offer them safety. The race to grow up here isn't just a metaphor and instead serves as a survival tactic for them. That's interesting. I did not think of it that way. So I really love that framing as well. It's like, we got to grow up to like get out of this. Totally. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, there is a loss of innocence. We know that. So that makes complete sense. Prematurely aging themselves under the weight of their circumstances. Exactly. Yes. Growing up too quickly. I'm not going to read all of this. This is very in-depth and detailed. It's beautiful. I'm going to read all this, but just not in the reaction. So I'm just kind of picking out things I wanted to talk about here. Oh, this is interesting. For Willoughby, so we're talking about ironic in nature. By rushing into adulthood, they bypass the security and care that might have saved them. Trauma accelerates time and robs people of the slowness that growing up should be. For Willoughby especially, this race ends in disaster when we find out, you know, I think he dies, right, as a soldier. His foreshadowed by his injury mentioned in the following line. I love the instrumental parts in this song. You can just see the whole scene exactly as this picture that she's drawn. I just love the, I don't know, gentle nature of how it starts. I feel like my dress fits perfect. Like, I just want to go run in a field.
tomorrow.
I love how she sings this as well. So beautiful.
A piece of shrapnel flew and slowed that part of you. And they did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone. You know that's for sure.
Beautiful.
Tell me all the time not to worry. Think of all the time I'll have with you.
Oh, I have goosebumps.
Lay me down where the trees bend low. Put me down where the greenery stings. I can hear them singing.
A lot of this I already talked about, so that's why I'm kind of just letting it go. But something I don't think I did say, and then I just wanted to say here, this verse is really interesting. We did talk a little bit about this idea: to love me is to suffer me, and I believe it, which she's already kind of given us that idea anyway in Janie and Fuck Me Eyes as well. But I thought it was interesting that she's saying, put me down where the greenery stings. So it's like, it feels like, you know, when you think that about yourself, to love me is to suffer me, like you're not worthy, or you know, you're someone that, you know, just by being you, you're hurting other people. When you have that idea, then you kind of want to be hurt a little bit or be uncomfortable because you don't think you're worthy of good things, joy and comfort. And so it's like, put me down where the greenery stings. Like, I deserve that. And I'll bear the weight of it. As long as I can be with you, though, that's okay. What is actually, I don't know if we read what she said in this. Nettles and Dustbowl circle each other thematically. Ooh, I'm excited. I have not heard Dustbowl yet, obviously. I don't know. I think some people have heard it, though, because I think it might have been demos and stuff, but I have not heard it, so I have no idea. Soft and vulnerable organisms evolve to be outwardly painful in self-protection. Yes! Attempting to grow and survive in a place that makes this difficult. Beautiful. I love that. Okay. The foreshadowing, right? I'll go missing. She knew. I don't know if we read this stuff when I did this. Ethel yearns to experience pain and expression in a way that is culturally coded as masculine. She envies the perceived emotional clarity and physical freedom boys are often allowed when expressing distress through anger or violence. Oh, interesting. Such methods mirror the self-destructive actions Willoughby has done throughout the album. Whereas girls and women are frequently denied these outlets or punished for using them, right? Anger is an emotion that, yeah, women and girls often feel they have to suppress. Whereas, you know, a lot of like sadness or crying, obviously on the other side, men and boys are shamed for that. Can we all just like, if we're fucking human, we all have all these emotions. Can we just learn to process them all? God damn it, society. So annoying, but this is beautiful. Very valid feelings and emotions. I just love all the instrumentals. love me is to suffer me. And she feels like the Nettles. No matter what she does, she's just always going to be that inconvenience, that annoyance for the people in her life. Okay, let's move on to Willoughby's interlude. Let's see. 7 minutes instrumental. Beautiful. I'm excited. Take me on the freaking journey. Here we go.
What do you want, darling?
It's so uneasy. Just this constant buzz. It's making me really anxious in my gut. Oh. It's so interesting. I don't know how she can do this. It's similar. It's not similar. It sounds completely different than the Willoughby's theme, but similar in that I feel such a lightness and a heaviness at the same time in the same goddamn song at the same time. Like, how? Do you hear that? Do you feel that? I don't know. There's this undercurrent of heaviness, but then there's also this. I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm listening to. It's very freaking interesting, though. And I'm so nervous. Like right in my chest, in my heart, I'm feeling this resonate. Oh, yeah. But also in my stomach, too. There's so much uneasiness. It's such an, sorry, I probably should just keep it going because it's such a cool experience, but I really want to share this, express this. It's such a weird, uncomfortable feeling I'm having because it's like, and it does make me feel maybe how, I mean, really how love can feel or the anxiety that you can have thinking of somebody, because it's not like a sharp pain. This is like an enduring, chronic, always there, like just making you uncomfortable. It's like how a light touch can be so. Do you ever feel like when someone like touches you really lightly? Maybe it might be because I'm autistic and have sensory things, but maybe you'll be able to understand even if you don't have the same as me. Like if someone like touches you really lightly and you're not expecting it or something, and it just feels like it's like, ugh, like it just feels so uncomfortable, but it's not sharp. It's just like if it feels like this song to me feels like if someone just kept doing that, where it's like it doesn't hurt. It's just like it's just like I said, it feels like a chronic annoyance, or not annoyance, that's not the right word, uncomfortable, just a chronic uncomfortable feeling that's not like incredibly sharp and painful, but just lingers and is there. And that is kind of sometimes how love can feel, or how feelings about somebody can feel, because I don't really know what we're doing in the story. I'm just telling you how I'm feeling about Willoughby's interlude. I don't know what it's meant to portray, but that's what I am feeling about it. Like, it's she's testing my ability to go through this right now. Okay. But I'm enjoying it. I will put myself through it because it's fucking brilliant. But it's like, it's feeling like that. And I'm like, okay, stop. Please. Please stop. Now that's all I can think about is someone fucking touching me lightly. Sorry. Yeah, there's like a lump in my throat listening to this as well. It's like pent up, built up energy too. Like, I feel like when this is done, I want to like shake out that energy, let it go. Because it's like, it's just like, It's giving me a headache, actually. But it's stress. It's not because... it's stress. It's really activating my nervous system. It's really interesting. Maybe I needed to surrender to it, and I was holding on to the control of my emotions. I need to just get in the trance and surrender to it. That's why I'm getting stressed. Sorry, she is such a genius for that. Janie, stop growling. Yeah, I was realizing that I was getting a headache, and I was like, well, it's not the song. It's not like it's like this super loud, like irritating. I mean, in a way, I guess it was irritating to me, but it was because I was holding on. I was really trying to hold on control of that. And so the song became like a metaphor for life, of the way that you can really like grip onto life instead of just kind of releasing and surrendering to, you know, what's meant to happen and kind of riding the waves of life. It was like, for those of us that like to hold on and control, it was like, no, I'm going to teach you that you need to fucking breathe and surrender. And as soon as I did that, I just felt my whole body like, and then I was able to get in a trance with the song. So, that was very interesting. Very cool. I would suggest to breathe and try to relax your body when you're listening to that and not getting too tense. That was very freaking interesting. Okay. I actually do need to shake off that energy. I'll be back in like 1 second here. Because that really, I was really feeling that in my body there. Dust Bowl. We're only halfway. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long reaction. Holy shit. And the last 2 songs are fucking long as shit. Okay. So we're not even technically halfway, like, time-wise. We're just halfway track-wise. We gotta get going, Val. Come on. Get this shit done. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I was just checking this annotation here. Left as empty as the titular dust bowl, Ethel reminisces and reflects on the loss of her lover, Willoughby Tucker. So I guess Willoughby's interlude, maybe that was him dying? Maybe that's why I was feeling... Oh god! If that's what it was, that's so interesting that I was feeling that, like, holding on, and then by the end, a surrender. Like, that's what you would do in death, right? Is that what it is? Is that what... That's really fucking interesting. Because I wasn't really thinking about the narrative, because for whatever reason, a narrative wasn't coming. It was more just like experiencing it, how I was feeling in my body. That's just kind of, I don't know. I didn't do that on purpose. It's just what I felt like doing, I guess. But if the interlude was the death, then that's really fucking interesting that is how I felt. That's perfect. that means she did her freaking job there with the feeling of that. Oh, sorry. That is such a cool experience. Okay, that was so cool. Okay, cool. Okay. I don't know why I'm smiling. Okay, so now we're grieving the loss. Okay, let's get back into that headspace. I just got really excited because that was beautiful. And I get passionate about, stunning art like that. That's making me feel these things. I just realized what that meant. Oh my god. Out of all the fucking things, this whole thing has been sad, and this is the thing that gets me. The sweetness. I think this is all about, like, sex, like, the first time, right? That's what I'm getting. That's how it's resonating with me. You walked in, you were singing, you tried to wade in, like when you wade in a pool, you're wading, you're going slow, you're not trying to force anything, because you wanted just to tell me who you were. You were kind, dying to tell me you'll wait if I have to make sure. I don't know. It's just the care, that's true love, and just knowing that this character really hasn't been given that care, and we know what ends up happening, and the men that she gets involved with after this. I don't know, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. This is literally what we're here to do. It resonates with me because, I mean, that's all I've ever wanted as well with a man, and yeah. They're not all like this. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. So, I get it. I would also always love Willoughby Tucker. I get it.
Pretty boy, scared of the rain by God. Tender the row of your eyelids, with your eyes all over me, watching, hoping the wind blows slowly so I can keep you a moment. Grew up hard, fell off harder, cooking our brain, smoking that shit your daddy smoked in Vietnam.
Ooh! Yes! That was great! I gotta go into that transition again. Shit. That was unexpected. It was really nice.
Grew up hard, fell off harder,
And the weirdness. Wow, I love that.
daddy smoked in Vietnam.
Oh, yes! That rocks. Oh, all is hell for you. I think the other thing that's really interesting about how just kind and sweet and loving this boy was to her is like knowing where he comes from. Like, we know she's talked about, that's something that they kind of connected on, was just, having this tough childhood. So I just imagine, I mean, yeah, I imagine that there's some abuse there, his Dad obviously has been through hell in Vietnam, as you know, a lot of people came home from, seeing all kinds of things that hell, like really hell. And not that I'm excusing, but I'm just saying it happened. It did happen to a lot of people, and therapy and things like that weren't what you did back then. You just took out your brokenness, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it, on your kids and on your wife and on the people in your life. And so there's just something so sweet that, yeah, anyway, sorry. Let's keep going. This is I never wondered if you're sure.
Pretty boy, consumed by death, with the holes in his sneakers, and his eyes all over me, over me, over me, over me, over me, over me, over me,
Is that my dog? I heard something. I don't know if it was the song or I think it was my dog. Are you okay? I don't know. Or it was the song. Maybe it was the song. I mean, she does experiment with interesting, but I feel like one of my dogs yelped or something. They heard something. I don't know. If it was the song, then I'm just going nuts. Well, that song just made me fall in love with Willoughby Tucker myself. So, if that's what we were meant to do, we get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. I would yearn and long for this boy for the rest of my life as well. Trust me. It was just so sweet. Like, we know that she had insecurities, but like in this verse, he really just reassured her that she had no worries. God. And like knowing all this and knowing what happens, it's such a tragedy. Okay. Fuck. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, Val. Knock at the door. Oh no, we don't have anything. We got a bunch of stuff from Hayden. Okay. Should I just see how it resonates first with me and then we'll go into it? Yeah, let's see. Let's see how I resonate first. Whoa. There's this like white noise. Or I don't know if it's white, you know what I mean? Like a...
Staying in the state plane.
I've loved it straight to death. Oh, I actually can't. Everything I've loved it straight to death. Wow. Because we also know in The Preacher's Daughter, even though obviously she was abused and had complicated feelings for her father, we also know that her father had died like 10 years ago or something, at the events of Preacher's Daughter, I think. Hopefully I'm correct about that. And I don't know what other losses she's had by this point, but you know what I mean? What do we say here? Okay. Although the Satan referenced here isn't directly called out by their actual name, it can... Oh, that it is Willoughby's father. Yes, okay. That we're talking about what I was just talking about in the last reaction. Okay. Satan's in the... Oh, okay. Satan's in the state pen. Okay. This is really interesting. I get it. Okay. Whose return from Vietnam left him war-scarred and shell-shocked, riddled with PTSD. Yes, we talked about that. Now demonized by Willoughby, revered as Satan. He was most likely sent off by the family to the nearby penitentiary to get better, but nevertheless got worse. It is evident earlier in the album that Willoughby holds a lot of resentment for his father. Yes, not wanting to look him in the portraits. Yes, I remember talking about that when we did that reaction. But he feels obliged to see him, albeit through gritted teeth and tense knuckles. However, despite holding this candle of amicability towards him, he still views his father as the root of all evil in his life, a cancer he just can't seem to remove. Due to Willoughby's apathy towards his father, even in his current state, Willoughby doesn't care whether he lives or dies, saying that he isn't scared of the knock at the door, and by extension, the message of death on the other side. In a way, Willoughby is much like Ethel, but while Willoughby took action to try and separate himself from his generational sting, Ethel is haunted on the love of her father, the love her father once held for her. Destined to forever look back and desire that love from a male figure she so desperately perverted to be normal. Yeah. So I guess, like, because he's technically dead, I guess, but right, but we're going back and getting a little more insight, I guess, into that relationship. So I guess the character Ethel is just reflecting back on these things. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry. We're going to be here forever if we just keep... This is stunning. Oh, the ambiance of this is like...
No one should ever see their friend. They've known since they were just kids. From up and lighted on the floor.
Yeah.
You never need to call my name. Though I love it all the same. I know you by your knock on the door. I know you by your footsteps on the floor.
I just want to see what she says about this foam up and bite it on the floor. Watching him lose more and more throughout the course of the relationship to the trials and tribulations of the real world. Like, just like seeing him, seeing all these things affect him and like watch it happen. Gotcha. Ooh, that's eerie in a beautiful way. Stunning. I'm loving the fucking guitar too. Let me know. She plays most of the instruments, right? Is this her playing the guitar? Let me know. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter, but it's stunning. Whoever's playing the guitar is stunning. This ambiance is just beautiful but eerie. It's really painting a picture here. It's so staticky. And then the next song is called Radio Towers. That's interesting that I said that. I have no idea if this is what it's about, but Radio Towers just instantly made me think of that Lana Del Rey song from Honeymoon. Oh, the Terrence Loves You, when it's like talking about ground control to Major Tom, the that connection with someone. It feels like it's like a feels like radio waves sometimes, trying to talk to someone from another dimension. I don't know. I don't know if we're getting into that kind of shit, but that's what it makes me think of with Radio Towers, but we don't know yet. I'm just giving you what it made me think of. Radio towers as a construct have always been an architectural site of inspiration for Hayden. Beeping can be heard similar to that of a vital signs monitor. It is often found in hospitals, foreshadowing of Willoughby's death leaving in the next song. So it makes me think of the scene where she was waiting in the waiting room, like in Nettles. It just instantly makes me kind of think of that. And him being in this liminal space, maybe, like between life and death. It really feels floaty too. Like, I know it feels heavy like some of the other instrumentals, but for some reason it feels more floaty to me than the other ones. Which is why I said it almost feels floaty, which is why it feels liminal to me. Yeah, my fucking arms were just stuck here floating. That's interesting. There's like a buzzing now. Staticky. Almost sounded like thunder there too. Ooh, and it goes straight into Tempest. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna stop. I know, horrible. But it's good to know when I actually listen to it all the way through. There's some really beautiful transitions. That's really cool. I'm like traumatized because people yell at me. They don't yell at me, but I feel like people are yelling me in the comments. Not here, not Ethel Cain, but sometimes in my Lana reactions, people are like, you should have let it play between those songs. And I'm like, well, I'm doing a fucking reaction. So I'm listening to it and then I'm giving my commentary at the end of the goddamn song. What do you want me to do? Just sit and listen to it and not react? Like, why are you watching my thing? Why don't you just listen to the goddamn record? Anyways, I got that off my chest. Thanks. Thanks for providing me that safe space. But that's why I'm like, I'm terrified people are going to yell at me in the comments. Who cares, right? Okay, Tempest, 10-minute song, and the next one after that is 15. I fucking love her. She's just does whatever the fuck she wants. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, spoken directly from the perspective of Willoughby Tucker. A tempest is a violent, windy, often tumultuous storm. A given suggested by the rain fuel yes of a house in Nebraska. Okay. Tornado imagery. Beautiful. It is unknown whether Willoughby lived through the carnage but left as a result of what Ethel did. What did Ethel do? Or if he died as a direct consequence of the tornado's path. I think there's a line in Preacher's Daughter somewhere. I don't even know which freaking song, but as I was going through it yesterday, I made note of it. I was like, because she says something like, she blames herself for his, sorry, I'm just like, I don't know what it was, but she does blame herself in some way. But what does she do? Is this the song we find out? I don't know. I'm confused. Let me know if I'm supposed to already know that. Because I don't know that. Lived through the carnage, but left as a result of what Ethel did. I'm confused. Okay, that's fine. This is the only song on the record written from Willoughby's perspective. Okay, this is good. We got to keep this in mind. I'm glad I read this. Okay, Tempest, here we go. Oh, we still have the beeping. that definitely, Preacher's Daughter, she talks about swinging from your neck, right? In the family tree stuff. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know the songs well enough but I remember something like that. This is really interesting here, though. Something Ethel failed to truly understand through her toughened projections of who she thought or needed him to be. So interesting. Okay, what does she say about this? Taunts, yes, with the same sentiments echoed in the family tree. Yes, I am correct. Okay. Asking if she wears the curse of her lineage so openly in a bid for sympathy or rescue. Interesting. Because she really romanticized him, which we all do, by the way, right? But it's really interesting to see this, from his point of view, because we are seeing some of the depth that maybe, the character Ethel Cain, like I said, really romanticized him. Because he does seem like, really the only man in her life that gave her any, kind of kindness in some ways as a romantic partner. And so I totally get it. But there's definitely more beneath the surface than Ethel, the character, was willing to remember him by. So this is very, very interesting. Say hi, Jenny. Cutie. I was really into that. So we're seeing, when I was saying, like, she romanticizes him, like, it's like she's put him up on this pedestal, and I think he's feeling this weight of that, which is making me realize something about my own personal life that I've done as well, and how tough that would be on the person that you're putting up on that pedestal. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting. I can lead you to bed, but I can't make you sleep. It's like, I think that she saw him as this savior almost of her. And he's like, I mean, I can't be that. Like, he still feels this brokenness from his own trauma. And I think he's like, it feels like he's feeling this weight of needing to be what she expects of him. But let's see what is actually said. That's what I'm getting, but let's see what's said. Desperately tries to do for Willoughby what she thinks he needs, but she can't truly help him, as she's never truly looked at him for what he truly is or what he actually needs. He sees this surface level attempt as echoing the sentiments of his mother, someone who left him and his father years before. Wow. Yeah. So interesting. Why is that so pretty? This is actually so sad. This is actually heartbreaking. And what's really cool about this album is that it really has taken on this journey, right? Because was it Dust Bowl? Yeah, it was Dust Bowl that I was really relating to Ethel's story there. And, I'm making this realization now that I think I did a similar thing. I think I romanticized in a similar way. There's only been one man in my life that I didn't even date, but he's the only man who's ever really made me feel seen. And I think I did a similar thing, like a romanticizing. And especially at the time when it was all going on, he had a lot going on in his life outside of me that had nothing to do with me. And so I think by me putting this, like, I think that would have been a big weight, for me to put this, to see him in that light where, and I didn't quite understand how heavy that might be, actually. If you've got all these other things going on in your life, and you feel broken and you feel like you can't give what this person in front of you is telling you, you just can't be that for them. God, you came around here just to watch me writhe. Am I what you think about all late at night? You can try and stop me, hold me, do all the things that you do, but it's no good. He just can't be that person that she sees him as. He feels broken and like he just can't be that. This is, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's putting me in a trance as well. Shit. The storm. Wow. Okay, wow. We are on Waco, Texas. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Ethel and Willoughby fall in love, finding themselves blinded to the rest of the world for a while, captivated by each other and thinking that love could keep them safe. But eventually, the real world comes knocking and everything goes up in flames. So we're getting a little more insight into the first, when they started to feel in love, I guess. 1515 this song is. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Last one. This has been so incredible. Oh, this is pretty.
My honey's heart is blue and a second offbeat.
I love that. And a second offbeat. Oh.
Always tugging at me like he's running out of daylight. Yeah, my baby acts cool, but they all know something ain't right. Ain't right. Know something ain't right.
Oh, pretty.
Only acting this cool when he's walking with me. 1998, forever and a day. I keep the pictures hanging where the world can see 'em. I hope I die today. Save me from another late night of red eyes.
Oh.
But then the more
That's so sad. I hope I die today. Save me from another late night of red eyes. Like, I just don't even want to endure the pain anymore.
morning comes, you were there looking for me, but I was gone. Turned my back for a moment, you had fallen apart. They've been promising the lights as we beg for our lives, selling pages of the times we've been waiting on. Now the wait's too much, and I can't hold you anymore. How much of a cruel year can you call my fault?
Oh.
Not even the memories are.
How much of a cruel year can you call my fault? Okay, so we're seeing now from Ethel's perspective some of the cracks in this. Oh, interesting. This is really interesting.
Immortal, terrified on this side of a conversation.
Not even the memories are immortal.
Conversation we'll never come back from. I'll never live it down if I never get around it. 'Cause goddamn it, I did it to myself in hindsight. I liked him 'cause his rule was do whatever you like, and I tried. Alright, now I'll wear these scars for life. I left you and it hurt inside too.
Oh.
But in the low light, you know I'd do anything for you.
Oh, I need to take a break for a second. Because his rule was do whatever you like, and I tried. All right. I mean, he did give her this space to, like, be whoever she wanted to be. And that is beautiful. Now I'll wear these scars for life. I loved you when it hurt inside. I know that. But in the low light, you know I'd do anything for you. I know that all too well.
You know I'd do anything for you.
did I hold you facing away from me? Like questioning if he was ever really there or if he was always walking away slowly. Oh, this is.
Live and die by the TV. No one's watching. Do you hate me when this is over? Maybe then we'll get some sleep. I've been picking names for our children. You've been wondering how you're gonna feed them.
Yeah, she's the dreamer. He's the
Love is not
maybe more practical in a way.
but I still
I just want to see what we have from Hayden here. There's a clear juxtaposition. I love that she uses juxtaposition. I use that word like in every reaction, so that's perfect. 2 lines which establish a stark difference between Ethel's and Willoughby's thoughts on expanding their family. Totally. Ethel carefully chooses names for their future children while Willoughby worries about them and how to keep them fed. Despite both them facing this hardship together, there's some disparity on how they approach the possibility of children. Willoughby couldn't help his harsh pragmatism, while there is an underlying layer of naivety and hopefulness in Ethel's concerns. Yeah. One could suggest that all the burden falls on Willoughby's shoulders when it comes to providing for their growing family, reminiscent of long-established societal expectations for the man of the household to provide. Furthermore, one could suggest that Willoughby intentionally bears most of this burden in an effort to protect Ethel until he couldn't bear it any longer, overestimating his own limits. Yeah. Okay.
Nebraska dreaming, 'cause I'd rather die than be anything but your girl. I never meant to hurt you, but somehow I never
was wondering, like, what is it that she did? But is this what I'm thinking now is her push, her wanting to have this family and this beautiful life that in this time where they were in their life, in their relationship, was not really something that they were able to do in reality. So is that when he left, joined the army, and then ultimately that became his demise, right? Is that what we're talking about? Her pushing him to, like, that it felt like the only choice he could do, because that is the only choice for so many people that struggle financially. A lot of people, that's what they do, is they join the army. And is that what we're talking about? That's what I'm getting now. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I'm feeling like that she can't forgive herself for pushing him into that. That was so beautiful at the end, that piano. Any shaking of the camera, sorry, during that was my dog is like on my lap, but she's got her head on the desk. And so she keeps adjusting, and then it like every time you kind of like it shakes the camera. Anyways, it is what it is, but it's important that Miss Jenny gets comfortable, so we let her do it anyway. Man, that was incredible. What a freaking journey that was. 10 songs took us 2 hours and 38 minutes. Wow. I don't even know how to wrap this up because it's just similar to anything that's super intense. I'm still processing everything that happened. I loved every second. I loved all the instrumental stuff. I loved all the lyrics. I loved Tempest, a song where we got another perspective. That was really interesting. That really added a lot of depth to the relationship because obviously we were just seeing Ethel's point of view for so long, and everything just felt so beautiful and perfect. And oh my God, like I said, even in the reaction, I was starting to romanticize Willoughby. And then, we really just saw the human side. And I mean, he's still a beautiful person, you can tell, but obviously deeply troubled as well as Ethel is as well, just from the trauma that he's had to endure. But really trying, I think he really tried to be this man that she needed him to be, but the weight of that just ended up being the destruction of him. Yeah, that is tragic. I need to hear what you guys think of this. I know, like, hopefully we get a lot more like documents and things. I want to hear everything that Hayden has to say about this because there's just so many layers in this sonically and lyrically. There's so much for us to dive more into and discover. So I'm really excited to hopefully be able to do more of that. Wow. Anyways, I'm starving. That was almost a 3-hour reaction and I need to get food. So I'm going to let it here. I'm going to let it go here. That was incredible. Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear them all. And I will see you guys for the next reaction. Have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Goodbye.